PSVR2, lightweight, comfortable. In fact, one of the more comfortable VR units I've worn, and I've worn quite a few. The only thing I can really fault it on regarding comfort and usability is that during a heavy game session, sometimes I can find it slipping up the back of your head slightly, meaning it moves the front part, which means you don't get the focus like you started with. You can find it's just, you're moving the front part now and again just to get it back into that sweet spot of focus. So when the Globular cluster offered to send me one of these, which is a sweet spot keeper and weight balancer, couldn't really say no. What the kit consists of is the back part. This is the main part of the unit, and it's the sweet spot keeper and weight balancer, and you've got various options for that as well. You can have the one that's provided, or you can have these extra options here for various comfort options. It comes with 3 different front pads as well. One sweat absorbent pad, so if you'd rather just have the sweat absorbed and run down your face, you can go for that. A leathery type one, which basically will repel sweat, similar to the stock part. And one that's kind of in between, which is what I've got on there at the moment, which is a kind of a gel-like finish. So let's take a look at it. Right, so now I'm going to try the different front pads in this Globular cluster pack. I've got the sweat absorbent one on there, you can see that there. This is designed to actually absorb sweat rather than let it run down your face. The one that's on the PSVR2 normally, this one here, it doesn't absorb sweat. If you get hot and you start sweating, it's going to literally just collect into there and, you know, run down your face. And this is the equivalent one that you get with this Globular cluster pack. It's a similar idea, but it's actually quite spongy. It's got a nice little thickness to it, which is quite nice. And there's another option here. Again, it feels slightly different. It's like it's got a very sort of gel-like feel to it, this one. So yeah, so I'm not going to do anything wild on games, but I'm going to put them on my head, drop my head around a bit, you know, move backwards and forwards, and see how comfortable it feels. Because I did actually quite like the one that came with the PSVR2. I didn't have any problem with the front part. It was the back part that I thought could have been better. So let's just pop this on then and see what we think of this front pad. So this is with the back part as well. So that's where it would be normally. Actually, let's turn it on so I can actually see something on the screen, so we know we got it in the right place. Right, that is a crisp image. We do it up. See, already that feels slightly tighter on my forehead than with the original one. My initial first impression is that I prefer the original PSVR2 front pad compared to this one, but let's see how it goes when we move around. It's like that back part is, wow, that part that back part is really doing the job. If I did this with the standard back part you get with the back pad you get with the PSVR2, this would be moving all over the place. This is kind of exaggerating. You don't really move as violently as this when playing, but it's going nowhere, and it's not that tight. It's actually alright. Maybe I'm just doing this front part a bit of an injustice, but yeah, that was pretty good. That was okay, absolutely fine. And yeah, move around, look around, and it's staying in exactly the same place. It's still got that sweet spot of the crispness of the image. The problem I had with the stock parts with the PSVR2 was basically sometimes it would move up or down a little bit if you were playing a game where you moved around a lot, or you're just jumping around quite a lot or jumping from side to side, and you'd lose that sweet spot of the graphics of being really sharp. I had to actually physically just readjust it, like move it in the right place again. I'm not actually getting that with this. This is doing a really good job, this back part. I'm trying to compare this on the front pad at the moment, but it's all relative obviously to what the back part is doing as well. So yeah, really good. Well that's alright. But I can feel it slightly. It doesn't feel quite, to me, as comfortable as the stock part right now. So let's remove that bit. Really easy to change these bits. You just literally peel it off. This one's Velcro. Peels straight off. Now let's go for the quite plush padded one. Alright, and that is the second one. This is the more thicker, plusher one, quite thick. Don't know if the light's picking it up or not. But yeah, it's the nice, thick, spongy one. Let's give that a go. Cool, this feels totally different already. Actually, I can prefer this one to that first one. I can actually feel this soft part on my head. The other part was so soft that basically it became fully compressed almost straight away. So I could kind of feel the VR unit on my head a little bit to make sure the graphics are nice and crisp. Yeah, this one feels more comfy. That's actually really comfy. It's like sitting in a luxury armchair sort of thing, but on your head, if that makes any sense. And yeah, same, still can move around. It's not really moving. Probably do it a little bit tighter. It's the back part that's doing the magic right now on holding everything still. Yeah, if you're jumping around, moving around all over the place, kick, punch you, jumping around side to side, it's literally not moving anywhere. Yeah, this is my favourite one so far out of the two I've tried. Do like that one. Right, let's try another one. The last one. Last one's the sort of gel-like one, the one that's kind of in between both, I suppose, in a weird sort of way. Right, so this is the sort of gel-like one. It's got a sort of gel-like sort of feel to it. Wow, and that feels oddly different to the other one again. All three of them headpieces, those head pads, have got a unique kind of feel to them. And this immediately again might be my new favourite. That feels actually really nice. That feels very comfortable. And that is bang in the right place. That is super crisp. The image. And again, maybe a tiny bit tighter. It's just not moving anyway. You can jump around if you're playing a vigorous game. And it's not moving a millimetre. That is impressive. If I was playing a game before and I was jumping around going all over the place, I'd be doing this every now and again with the stock parts, making sure, you know, because I've lost that sweet spot of the graphics, I can see some blurriness coming into it, but that's not happening with this. I know that's to do with the back bit, I'll say it again, but right now I'm just testing the front bits. But yeah, this one, really good. I'm not sure if I narrowly prefer this one, but yeah, got no issue with this one at all. Absolutely very nice and very comfortable. Right, so the back bit, let's talk about the back bit now, because it's that which is basically making this whole thing work. The fact that I can move that vigorously, jumping around sort of things, you're playing a game, boom, 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 boom. Even a headmaster game where you're headering the ball from sitting position. Ooh. Headmaster, it's like a football game, by the way. The ball comes over, what you do is you nut it into the goal or complete various objectives. And that is still in the absolute sweet spot of focus. That would have moved. I've played PSVR enough to know that basically that would have moved if I was doing, you know, those vigorous sort of motions where you're swinging your head from side to side. This back bit here is keeping the thing exactly in the right place. Even though it's jolting ever so slightly when I make a vigorous motion, because that part there, the back part, is staying in exactly the same place, it basically means that this whole thing stays in the same place. Whatever slight judder and make a vigorous motion like that, you probably can't see it, but I can hear it. I can hear it moving ever so slightly, but because this is in exactly the same place and not moving, the sweet spot is still exactly the same. It's completely in focus, like pin sharp. That 100% would have moved on the back part. So that is all to do with the back part. In fact, I'm so happy with this back part, I don't think there's even any need for me to test these two. That's like a padded part, but I don't think I would like that as much, and that's just a softer one. But the thing I love about this one right now is the fact that it's weighted at the same time. It's got a certain amount of weight to it. It's got like a gel sort of property about it inside, or silicone, something like that, but it's got a fair amount of weight to it, so it feels more balanced. It doesn't feel like this is top heavy, pushing down. I haven't even adjusted the top strap because I did it earlier, but the top strap, to adjust that, you just literally put it through the part there, through the little slot, then pull it so it's not tight, but it's just supporting your head, then stick the Velcro on top, and then it gives even more support, and that's again one of the things that's stopping it from moving. I'm actually really pleased with this, and I can look up and all around in all directions. I can't even feel it. It's whatever it's made of. It's some kind of witchcraft. I can't actually feel it there. That's really weird. I can feel this around my face, but I don't know if this, because the strap is helping alleviate the weight, because obviously it's sitting on top of your head and that's taking away some of the weight of the entire thing, the PSVR2 plus the added weight of the back part. Like, I thought the added weight of this would make it feel chunky and heavy on my head, but that's not happening because of this strap alleviating some of that weight. But I can honestly say, apart from this part touching my face, which I can feel, but not much, but I'm aware it's there, I can bet I can't actually really feel that. That's how comfortable it is. That's pretty amazing. I can feel something on my neck. What's that? That's the earpiece. Let's get that out of the way. But I could feel just that ear thing dangling around more than anything else. Can't actually feel it on the back of my head. It's really weird. It's almost like, how is this? It feels now almost like, how is this being held to my head? I can't feel the back bit anymore. I wasn't expecting that. So basically what this means is, to me, absolutely 100%, is this back part is a bit of a game changer. It really is. It makes it so much more comfortable. It feels lighter on my head now. And it doesn't move. I can move around really fast and jolt up and down. It still stays in exactly the sweet spot. It does exactly what it says on the tin, which is nice. Right, let's take it off again. That is impressive. Right, for me, I'll be completely honest. This Globular cluster upgrade is, I'd say, 90% about this back part here. The front pads, I don't think many people are going to notice too much of a difference, but you kind of need to put one of them on to get the head strap working. I was just going to say, a lot of people I think would be quite happy leaving the stock part front pad on and just going for the back part, but you can't actually do that. And the reason is, to fix the strap onto it, the head strap, which takes away some of the weight, you need that shell, that part attached to that, which has got the little strap in it, the little gap to put the strap through, that little slot. So you do need to actually use one of those front bits, but I'm not against that. And the cool thing is, I think this is my default one I go to, this sort of gel-like one. Really nice. Feels absolutely lovely and was really soft on my head. Felt really nice. But if you're going to play like a vigorous game, where you thought you were going to sweat a lot, you can easily take that one off and put on the one that's sweat absorbent, and then no, you're not going to be dripping everywhere. So really nice product. Very pleased with it. So thanks Globular Cluster for sending me this PSVR2 upgrade kit. Absolutely love it. Well, there's the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful and helpful, it'd be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching. Catch you again next time on Office and VR. Bye for now.